What were you doing in the pictures?
Girl, please. I can't say this. The worst part is that we were in school uniform.
Woo!
See,
Was it an illegal activity?
it was an illegal activity.
Oh.
You see?
I can't do no small talk, no small talk. I'm not with the small talk. Can't be with the small talk.
Welcome to 5 Unscripted right here on 5FM. Kalibitso, Kina Boipelo Mooketsi, and I am your Radio Bae. I'm not riding solo.
Yes,
I
of
never,
course.
never.
She is with the one and only Nomama Dlamini,
Yes.
news anchor on 5 weekend afternoons.
Yeah, so we are the team that entertain you every single Saturday and Sunday between 2 to 6 p.m. Now, we have not done a unscripted episode together.
Yes, we haven't.
This is our first one, and like we've always hinted that we'll come together and our listeners should send questions, and we finally got the courage to do it.
Yes.
So this feels like a get to know us tag,
Yes.
okay? So what we've done, we have put together some questions, random questions. I have not seen the questions that she's come up with, and I'm a little bit nervous.
I'm nervous as well, girl.
We also took some questions from the 5 Weekend Afternoons family. And yeah, hopefully by the end of this, you'll get to know us better.
Yes, on a deeper level.
On a deeper level, right? Because we're always like vibing out on the show. But hey, this is us like off air. All right, I'll go first.
Okay.
Let me take this and take it like a queen. When you stepped into your 20s, what made you realize, oh snap, I'm an adult? Having to pay my first debit order, I said, no ways. First debit order and also paying rent. Paying rent still pains me to this day. It's something I do not wish upon anyone, but we have to do it. So I think the first time when I started working and my mom was like, deuces, I was like, yeah, no, I am an adult. And I think I was like 20 or 21. Like I was a baby. I had no business
A
paying
young
rent.
girl.
But yeah, I did. Yeah,
Okay.
that was me.
Okay. Who's...
Sure.
I don't want to mention names. Ish, okay.
No,
Who's the
mention
worst?
names.
Who's the worst radio presenter you've heard on air? Ish.
Oh no, that one you have to mention. I thought it was the other one. You have to mention.
It's-
no hate. I just want to know. It could have been anything. Maybe
For
you just
me-
don't like the way they laugh.
Personally, his show is gonna go on soon. That's all I'll say.
Wow.
Yeah, no, it does. No.
Why though? What did he do to you?
I heard an interview and
You were not happy?
I was not happy. I was like, if Boipelo and I did this, we would kill this interview, you know? And I was like, if Boipelo did this, even if she did it alone, it would still be a nice interview. So,
I'm not getting involved. Anyway, top 5 in Dota icks. So 5 things that are an ick.
yes.
Like a
I'm
man.
a man for you.
Oh my word. Physical
Anything.
or anything. Okay,
Anything.
I hate a man who cannot stick to his word.
Okay.
That is a serious ick. It will always be number 1. Like, be a man of your word. Don't come here and like not show up for me. No, we don't do that. I also don't like. What's another ick? I'm so sorry, but a guy who can't dress.
Yeah,
is a little bit of an ick
Imagine
for me.
going out.
But baby, love of my life, if you're watching this and you don't have fashion sense, I do. So we can work on it.
She'll teach you. She's really
We
good.
are a team. We can work on it. And then I would also say someone who treats people differently according to their positions in life or who they are. I hate that. So someone who's going to be very polite to the CEO and then rude to the cleaner. I'm just like, we're not gonna do that. Okay, for the 4th one would be obviously a man who lies. We all hate that. Nobody likes that. And I think as humans, we lie here and there, but like, don't lie to me about serious things, especially.
Yes.
And then fifth one, a man who drives slowly. Like,
You want a Michael Schumacher?
like drive. I'm
What?
so attracted
Lewis
to
Hamilton.
Yes, I'm so attracted to men who can drive. If I get in your car and we're like going at 100, 120,
Yeah.
that's all, my guy.
That's all.
That's all we gonna do. Like when touch 140, 160.
Who's gonna pay for the
Be
ticket fine?
sexy. Ach man, obviously you do it when it's appropriate. You don't just randomly do it.
If we're
when there's,
traveling
like,
far,
traffic
I
and-
understand.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
But-
going to Durban. Yeah,
Yeah, no,
Gata koloi, you
Yes,
know?
khatarere.
Yes, gata.
I don't like a man who's too much of a careful driver. That's a ick for me. Yeah, I love living on the edge.
Okay. Next question.
Wow, 5 is a lot.
Woo! Interesting question.
Okay.
Why 5FM?
Yes.
I think 5FM was a good start for me, especially because I come from a community station and then I went to campus and now I'm at 5. It was the perfect station for me. I think I blend in well in terms of my personality, you know. No mama came out a bit.
Yes.
And yeah, I'm enjoying myself as well. So
That's why.
that's why.
Yeah, we got that from one of our listeners, and I was like, I need to keep it.
Nice.
Because I'd
Nice.
love to know why.
Good question.
Okay, my turn again. What's a life-changing situation that shaped you to the woman that you are? Losing my dad. I think, like, first of all, I never expected it. You never do, obviously.
Definitely.
But it happened when I was in first year. I just got to Joburg like in Jan, and then October it happened. But he started feeling ill, I'd say from September, right? But you don't think death then. You're just like,
Yes.
you know, yeah, he'll get better. He's bounced back. So when he passed, I had to take a moment and be like, whoa, okay, this is crazy. So the year after that, I started doing radio more seriously because I've always known I wanted to do radio, wanted to be in the entertainment industry. That's why I went to AFDA and all of that. But like, it was no longer, I'm just going to school. It was like, okay, you need to make this happen. You need to make that man proud. And also, he believed a lot in what I did. All my family members do. So I was just like, well, I'm going in. So in the following year, like, everything kind of started. My radio journey, my footprint in the industry. I started networking, you know. So yeah, I would say losing my dad, because I felt like I had to make him proud. I still feel like that. And also, he just taught me to always educate myself, be aware of the environments that I'm in. Soak in also a lot of knowledge in the spaces that I'm in, from what people say or do. Basically, be street smart and be book smart.
Yes.
And like, as soon as you've got that, no one can take it away from you. And he didn't lie. So I just started implementing what he taught me a little bit more after losing him, because it kind of felt like a news flash. Also because my dad was always a man with a plan.
For you,
Like,
for his daughter, of
yeah,
course.
my
of
dad was a man
course.
of a plan. Like, if you needed something and you would tell him, he would do it. If he couldn't do it, he'd make a plan. So losing someone like that is kind of like, it forces you to
grow up
also. My mom is a queen. She's also just like my dad. Like, they will always go the extra mile. But I just felt like, because now it's just my mom, I need to also play my part and not
step
just
it up.
be
Nice.
like expecting of her to do things. So
Okay. Beautiful answer, man. That was 2017.
yes, that was, no, I lost my dad in 2016. And then 2017, because it happened towards the end of 2016, October.
Okay.
So those last few months of 2016 in that year were a blur. But I just remember getting back to Joburg and feeling like, all right, I need to take on this year. And that was 2017.
Okay.
Yeah. Depth,
As a favor. Okay. Hey, this one, I hope I don't get into trouble with my mom.
Okay.
What's the wildest thing you've done for a friend as a favor?
Yes.
So,
Yes, ma'am.
I was kind of naughty, guys, in high school. I was very naughty.
I wonder. Tell us.
So we did something with my friend, and I used to like live at her house as well. That's how close we were besties.
Okay.
And then we got into trouble, and our pictures circulated in school. And then the principal found out.
What were you doing in the pictures?
Girl, please. I can't say this. The worst part is that we were in school uniform.
Woo!
See,
Was it an illegal activity?
it was an illegal activity.
Oh.
You see, now the principal found out.
Okay.
And then my mom came to school and she, saw the pictures, spoke to the principal. I got into trouble alone.
Why? Because you didn't sell out your friend.
I didn't sell out my friend.
Hi.
So I got into trouble alone.
Because you were like, I've got you for life. Are you still friends now?
No.
Ha.
Unfortunately
my
not.
sister.
That's the wildest thing. I was supposed to actually say, I wasn't alone.
So you basically took the fall for something that could have gotten you expelled.
Yes.
Alone.
In
the name of friendship.
Yes. In the name of love.
Oh. Oh, Bandla, you are such a good friend. Oh, my word. Oh, this is a long question. Are you mad? Okay. 5 fam, right?
Yes.
May not be aware of how passionate we are about mental health and mental health awareness. Share 3 things that made you stay afloat, particularly on air. Whoo!
Because some of the conversations we have off air.
Girl.
So that's
Why
why I'm
do you
asking.
need to be deep like me? Damn. Okay. I'd say the first thing is obviously the listener. That's why I do radio. I decided because I want to impact at least one person's day. That's how I will find my fulfillment. So I'd say wanting to make the next person feel better has kept me afloat. And I know that if I am on top of my game, or if I'm vulnerable, or if I'm sharing a story, there's always someone who's listening who can relate, and they'll either feel better or they'll question sometimes, but at least I evoked something in you. And I really, really enjoy being able to do that. And it's a huge responsibility, but I enjoy that. And it's kept me afloat. The second thing would be prep, actually. And I say that because prep keeps you disciplined. Obviously, when you're very early in your radio career, you learn a lot about prepping your show, making sure you know what's the point of every link, how you're trying to get out of a certain topic, or what point you're trying to get to in a topic. So that needs a level of discipline. And for me, when discipline is in anything that I do, my mind sort of like shifts, and I know, okay, I have to do this on a... First of all, when you're doing prep, it's an ongoing job. You're always on the job. Anything is a piece of content. So even if something happens in your real life, like sometimes I'm in situations and I'm thinking about my show and I'm like, girl, stop it.
Stop thinking
Go
about
through what
it.
you're going through first and then think about it as content. Because I'm just like, this is such a real life thing. I know if I take it to the airwaves, there's someone who can relate. So yeah, prep inspires you to be disciplined, and discipline is something that helps me stay afloat when my anxiety wants to spike, or like I get into a depressive kind of episode. I know that, okay, wait, what do I have to do? There's things I have to do. Yes, I have this emotion to deal with, and I will deal with it. I will cry, even if it takes a day, but I will still get back to a particular routine, or just me knowing that there's prep that I have to do. And yeah, so that's the second thing. And then the third thing, when I started in radio, I was like, I'm going to be the greatest of radio presenters this country has ever seen. So that like why is always at the back of my head with everything I do, from an interview to a content piece to just the maintenance link. I'm always like, how can I deliver this in the best way possible? And feeding that narrative that I'll be the best has kept me afloat as well, because it's like me accounting for what I set for myself.
Nice.
Okay. Yo, you are making me think. Yo, highball this girl.
Okay.
Okay.
This question. Yo,
Which one is it?
what happened in your last relationship? Why is that person now your ex? Ish, guys.
I just want to know because we are two single girls and we don't hide that away on the show. I'm
Okay.
sure our regular regulars know
They
that.
know.
Yo,
They definitely know. We are always ranting about being single
Even
and the
if we
way
try.
we manifest love and the way we love love.
yeah.
So-
Sometimes we try, but
What happened? It didn't work. It really didn't. And him and I, man, we
What
got
didn't
along.
work though.
We got along so well, you know. But I don't know. Something was just disturbing him. You know,
Okay.
I don't know what it was, but there was something disturbing him. So I was like, okay, let me
Step back.
step back, give him space. And then, yeah, eventually that space resulted in us just falling apart.
Oh,
So-
did you see someone else while you guys were taking a break?
Something like that. Not a
Well-
break, but I just like distance myself just to see what he'd do. You know, whether he'd put in an effort. Because
Oh.
I've been complaining about the situation.
Okay.
I spoke to
You
him.
always the fixer.
Exactly. And I don't like talking. If you know me, I don't like
She hates
talking. I don't
But
like
she works in
fighting.
radio.
But I don't like fighting. Honestly, I hate fighting. I hate talking and saying one thing over and over. So,
100%.
yes. That's why it didn't work. And why is that person now your ex?
It's because.
It's because of that.
Okay, so you guys
I
decided
tried.
to take a break from each other,
Yes.
and then in
The
that break, he saw someone else, and there was just too much
Everything
distance.
just came down.
They always say if you take a break, you are setting up for a breakup.
But what was I supposed to do? Was I supposed
Just
to
end it without even taking the break.
No, but I
'Cause,
I
you know, you
eventually ended
probably
it.
knew it was over.
I eventually ended it, and I told him, you know what? We
Okay.
actually spoke about this during the weekend.
Okay.
I told him, it's not working because of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I blocked him. I didn't want to hear what he had to say because I don't like
Girl.
fighting. Done.
Wow. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, but at least you left with a clear conscience. I like that.
Yes.
I like that. Okay, final question for me. Another long one. She wants me dead. Okay, family is important to you as a younger
Sibling.
sibling or the youngest sibling.
Yes.
How do you foster a good relationship with your siblings? Oh my goodness. I love this question so much because I love my siblings.
Her family.
So much.
She speaks about her family all the time.
I speak about my family the whole
all
time.
the time.
My family, my cousins.
Mm.
Like I'm such a family girl. Yeah, like even my friends who are my sisters, I love them. But particularly with my siblings, it was always easy. Like I always say that my sister is the blueprint. And what I mean by that is I mimicked everything she did growing up. Like she used to sing, I sang. She used
I'd
to
be so-
speak.
I'd be annoyed.
Guess what I do?
What?
Like she was just like such a awesome sister to grow up with because I didn't feel the need to, number one, hide who I was from her, and also she didn't like make me feel like I needed to be a certain way when she's around. You know, like when your older sister or older brother in the room, you need to like sit up straight.
Yes.
No,
You don't speak.
No,
You must be
she's
quiet.
She's never made me feel like that. I've always felt like she was my friend from a very young age, but I always
Aw.
knew there was a boundary. You know, there's things I
definitely.
don't do in front of her or say, or when she says certain things, I'm like, does she know I'm her little sister? Like, my sister's crazy. And then because I think that kind of relationship formed with her as my older sister, even with my older brother, it was easy to still maintain that kind of like flow. We just always got along. My brother was like the silly brother growing up who would, like, I don't know, just decide to choke slam you in the kitchen. No, as a joke.
I thought I was
it
the
was
only
not
one
that
who went
serious.
through that. I thought I was the
It's
only
not
one.
that serious.
Yo.
Maybe like hide the remote.
And
or
you guys
like
come after each other,
steal-
right?
I mean, my older brother is 5 years older than me, and my sister
Makes
is
sense.
11 years older than me.
Yeah.
But like, I always felt Like they were always there for me all the time. When I needed something, I'd tell my sister. If I was in trouble, I'd tell my sister or my brother. They would fetch me from the mall growing up. So yeah, it was something that was easy for us. And I also think it's because of the kind of relationship we have with our parents and how we grew up with our parents, and it just all trickled down. And I have a really good relationship with my siblings. I have a sister cousin who I also grew up with. We're the same age. And even with her, like everything is just always easy because we come from love. We were raised with love and we lead with love. And I think that's why even with my nephews and nieces, I'm always just like, oh,
she loves them so much.
I'm obsessed with them. And I know that they'll probably grow up having the same kind of thing because they come from love. And that's what we know. I don't think we've had like ugly fights where we don't talk to each other for a month.
In whose house?
No.
In whose house?
Never. So it was an easy adaptation for me being the youngest. It was actually nice because that means that I always had someone or people to show up for me. So shout out to ya.
Nice.
Love ya. Love ya. Love ya.
Okay, last question for me as well. What would you tell 16-year-old Nomama?
How's that for our last question? Hey, as a closing. Inspire us. You've wanted depth from me since I sat on this chair. Let's hear from you, madam.
What would I tell 16-year-old Nomama?
Yes.
You got this, girl. Everything that you manifested that you'd be in media. You are in media today. Anything you manifest is gonna happen. So that's what I tell her.
I love that. And work towards it.
Yes, work hard. Don't forget to work hard.
Yeah. Thank you for the questions. These were lovely.
Really?
These were great.
I'm glad you like them.
Did you like yours?
Yeah.
Except for the relationship.
Yeah,
one.
I'm like, relationships.
I knew she was
give
gonna
me
be like.
anxiety.
I knew she was gonna be like. Okay, cool. But I think just to end it off, one question that I want us both to answer.
Okay.
What's one big thing you wanna walk away with at the end of this year? Could be a possession. It could be a new hobby. It could
license.
Be. Oh, please.
Bo, 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 bo. A license. The car will come after.
Yes.
My A45 will come. Guys, like donations
Please.
is fine. You can send them here at SABC. Like
donations.
a
for you to
license.
get it. Oh wow. Oh wow. Please get your license. Like
I need a license.
Banyana Baka who are watching this and do not
Let's
have
get our
licenses.
licenses. 2024 is our year.
Please. Please.
And yours?
For me, control over my emotions. Yeah. I really want to take therapy seriously this year. I think that I hear people talk about therapy a lot as a lifestyle, but I want to practice it as such this year and see what good it would do for me. Because surely if it's doing so much good for so many people who have such good things to say about it, let me give it a shot. If it works for me, great. If it doesn't, we'll keep it moving and find
Something
the
that
next
will-
best thing that will aid and assist my
Beautiful.
emotional state. But yeah, I think that's what I want to walk away with.
Nice.
And just like that, we've come to the end of our 5 Unscripted. I hope you've gotten to know us a little bit better. And we'll catch you on the airwaves 2 to 6 every single Saturday and Sunday on 5FM.
Bye-bye.
Mwah. Bye.
This is 5FM.